Hello, you amazing, beautiful beings of light. My name is Angelica, and today I feel, I always say I want, but it's like, no, it's not. It's actually like I felt the call. I'm feeling this feeling. It's not like I want, it's not really coming from my ego. It's coming from a place of inspiration. Um, but I felt really inspired to do something to support us during this 1111 portal, and I wanted to get some insights from spirit to see what was coming through. And it seems very what's coming through feels very root chakra oriented, and I wanted to share some messages that I got from the cards that I pulled, as well as provide some support energetically with an energetic transmission that is going to come through for the 1111 portal. This is a great time to set intentions for going forward. And yeah, let's pull some cards. I'm going to show you some of the cards, and we might pull some more for going forward and seeing, like, maybe what would be best for us to set intentions around. Of course, take it or leave it. This is, it's always your decision, right? So this is just giving you some ideas or some insights and providing some of that good, stuff, so that you can, have some kind of like idea of what is kind of coming through, and see if you resonate with it. If you don't, that's cool. Turn it off. It's all good. So I was called to pull from the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell, and the first card that I got was Mintakin, and this is longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So basically what I was asking Spirit was to let me know what kind of theme for the 1111 portal is coming through. Especially just, through this channel. There might be a lot of other people channeling a lot of other things, right? So this is just coming through my channel. So take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But this is the card, Mintakin, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So this has I'm going to actually read what comes from the book, because it was like, wow, that's some stuff. And it felt like, hey, that's something that feels like someone out there, and myself included, can benefit from. Actually, no, this is transmission. I need transmission cards. I literally just had this. Ooh, okay. Okay, it's literally on the last page. Mintakins are a soul group who originated on a planet in the constellation Orion. So if you're watching my sacral chakra video, it goes into like, I pulled some cards from another deck, and it was all Orion. That was coming through and helping us release during this time of the sacral chakra and all these things, all of these like different, like really heavy, because they went through a lot of shit. So there's the sync of Orion being present in our lives, the Orions. So if you would like to call them in, and the high benevolent Orions to come in and assist you during this time, that could be a thing as well. They were the first star beings to travel to Earth and believed to be the original lightworkers. The Mintakins' home planet is thought to have been a water world with water so pure that you could see through it for miles. For this reason, Mintakins feel most at peace and at home when in or around crystal clear water. They are here to teach us to see the potential in everything and the light in all beings. Many Mintakins have an odd longing for home and struggle with the feeling like they don't belong. It is thought that this is due to their home planet being no longer in existence. If you pulled this card, it can mean that you are a Mintakin, or are longing for a sense of belonging, and a root chakra healing is necessary for you to feel secure and safe, because it's all about home and safety and security and family. Perhaps you feel this longing is, perhaps you feel this longing to find home without knowing where that is. Perhaps you have been moving around a lot and yearn for a place on earth to call your own. If so, you are being called to connect with Mother Earth and create it for yourself now. To choose where you feel most at home and create it rather than waiting for the feeling of belonging to come. So it's time to maybe set some intentions right now to call in soul family. Call in those that you are going to feel most at home with, most comfortable with, most accepted by, most yourself with, most open, most vulnerable, most authentic, and really call them in. It's time to call in our tribe. Also, this also feels like just coming into a sense of safety and security within the self, within the body, within the physical vessel. And so it's time to really ground fully into our body, because most people are not in their body fully. You know, we're like in the mental body and in the pain body, and over here we're not fully grounded and present. So when we can't be grounded and present, it's usually because we feel unsafe, unsettled, anxious. There's a lot of different reasons why we can you know, feel like, you know, I'm not safe in the body, or for, you know, what, there's so many reasons. So it's a lot of root. It's like grounding. It's knowing that home is here. Home is where your heart is. And it's always going to be there wherever you are, because you're there, and wherever you are is where you take your home with you. So it's also, it feels a bit heart, you know, taking your heart, but knowing that wherever your body is, you are safe, you are secure, and it's safe to express yourself. It's safe to be in the body. It's safe to come home to your body. It's safe to come home and be here on earth. A lot of us don't like being on earth. A lot of us feel the pain and the separation, and they want to go home. And it's just because we feel the density just feels so heavy. And so with that, it's time to release the heaviness and really come back to our body and to this earth. We chose this life. It's time to become empowered in that choice. And whatever you choose, it's your choice, right? It's divine, it's beautiful, there's no judgment. This is just all in awareness. So this is really remembering that, coming back to your body, coming back to your home. This is your home. And earth is your home for this life. You chose it. Honor it. You chose to go through the school of freaking mastery in this life. And this school of mastery is going to teach you some things one way or another. The universe doesn't have, doesn't think either way of it. It's not like, oh, we're going to give them a positive experience, we're going to give them a negative experience. The universe doesn't have, doesn't look at things like that. It just is. So if we can remember, it just is, and come back to ourselves. Like, we're just here to be. We're just here to create and find the passion. But, find our passion and create all these, all of the beautiful things, right? And be connected. But to do that, we have to come back to our body. We have to come back to our home and feel safe and secure to be able to connect. Because if we don't feel safe in our body, we don't feel safe to connect with another. If we're not going to connect with our own body, how are we ever going to find it to connect with someone else? So we have to really, this is a time to really come back to ourselves. The second, you're so cute. My baby's over here scratching his face. The second card that I got is trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Support. The word support, that's totally root chakra, support, stability, structure. You know, it's that foundation, that base foundation that we, you know, and that's the body. In this physical realm, that's the body. I mean, obviously, energy is always a foundation, right? And our bodies are energy. So there's an energetic foundation of the body, which is, you know, the mental constructs, the emotional constructs, which flow and create the body. Ooh, excuse me, we're moving a lot of energy on this. And so all of these different energetic constructs come in and flow into the physical construct, and we either feel safe or we don't feel safe. So it's time to feel safe and secure and supported. If you knew you were supported, what would you do? Would you quit your job and be like, screw this? You know, I know I'm supported. This is trusting your path. This is trusting the universe, trusting your higher self, trusting your God self, trusting God, trusting the universe. Whatever beautiful, magnificent, divine name that you give it, trust your path. It's completely, you're supported. You came here to walk a specific path. You came here to emit a certain frequency. You came here to give a certain medicine through your frequency, through your love, through your vibration, through your compassion, right? Everything that you do, through everything that you are, you came to give of yourself. Trust it. Trust it. You have such a unique gift. And the reason, one of the reasons, not the reason, but one of the reasons you might not feel that right now is because we were conditioned to all feel and think the same thing. And we're finding out now we all don't feel and think the same thing or have the same beliefs. And we've been taught that that is wrong and bad. And now we're all pointing at each other and placing blame and projecting hateful energy at each other, right? So trust your path. You're here for a reason. You're here to help create heaven on earth in your own magical fucking way. You know, you're here to fucking create amazeballs, you know, amazingness, you know, and it's up to you what you want to create. So it's coming back to yourself, right? And coming back to your body so that you can really trust your path, trust where life is not necessarily where life is taking you, but trust the path that you laid out for yourself when you were, you know, your soul. Trust the path that your soul laid out for yourself. Hey, babes. He's silly. He's like licking so loud. I'm like, ah. And every little thing kind of like it takes me out. So we have that, and then like going forward, it's just yes. Say yes to you. Say yes to your path. You know, say yes to being inside of your body. Say yes to living life. Yes, it's scary and uncertain right now. But you know what? It doesn't have to be. With the change of perspective, shifting of perspective, and you know, taking a step back or several hundred steps back from your situation and seeing the bigger picture is what we need right now. Seeing ways that we are the same, seeing ways that we connect, seeing ways that we can build together and co-create together for one another, with one another. Say yes to that. Coming back to your body. Yes to this life. Yes to this earth. This is your home in this life. I know you want to go back. Trust me, I get that. I get that. Some of us are tired and exhausted at times, and we fucking want to go back. But that's not what we came to do. We came here to bring the light when shit fucking hits the fan. And guess what's happening now? Shit's hitting the fan. We came here for this right here, right now. We've been training for many lifetimes, and for all of this lifetime, for this moment, to open ourselves with compassion, with love, and truly be present through all the discomfort, through all the conflict that's going to come out, and have difficult conversations, and be willing to be the one that extends the hand, that opens their heart, that sheds the light, that creates understanding. We came to do that. Baby boy. You're silly. You're silly. Come here. Come on. Come on. You're taking me all out of my oof, all out of my flow. Because all I can hear is him licking. But say yes to yourself. It's time. All of this time, all of your life, you've been saying no to yourself. It's time to say yes. It's time to say yes, because that is where the alignment is. That is what's going to, boost you forward. And that's, if you say yes now and you do the aligning work, there's a wave that's coming. There's a wave that we're riding right now. For those of us that are doing the work, there's a wave that we're riding. We're doing the work in order to be carried by this wave. And whatever work that you do, and it's not even how much work you do, it's how aligned that work, that action is. It's not how much, it's how aligned is it. Because let me tell you, I don't like to work when I'm misaligned, or I'm just not feeling it. But when I'm aligned, I'm like, yep, let's do it, let's go. And I'm waiting for that energy, this energy surge that's coming to, like, it's going to swell, and it's going to create momentum in what we've built already, and it's going to carry us forward. So the time is now. The time right now, so in this 1111 portal, is to get really, really clear in yourself, where you want to go, the kind of people that you want to bring in. And I would even say, I'm also hearing the, how aligned are you? The people that you want to bring in, the people that are in our life are a reflection of us. We don't get what we want in life, but we always get the reflection of what we are. So if you want to bring certain people into your life, are you a reflection? Are you a vibrational match to what you want to bring in? And being really, really honest with yourself, really humble, and saying, am I this? There's no judgment, no harsh criticisms need to be in, in this, in this process. No judgment if it is. I'm just saying it doesn't need to be. But it's just time to get very, very clear in here. It's time to really, really root down into our body, ground into our body, and be very, very present. Very, very present. Because with what's going on, and people being unconscious and upset and frustrated and scared, there's a lot of the masses and of us not just unaware of how their energy is affecting others if they throw all of that frustration blindly and unconsciously out into the ethers and at other people, which is what's happening. So it's time to be very, very present, because now is the time when we have to have our wits about us, when we have to have our sense about us, our common sense, and not just, logic, because it's not quite the brain logic that we're wanting to use. We want to take our brain with us, right? But it's more of the heart logic. The heart has a different logic than the brain. And this is just my opinion, so take it or leave it. But it's my opinion that it's time to follow the logic of the heart. The heart doesn't make sense to the mind. We've been taught to think and think and think and be logical, but that is not what humans are meant to do. We're meant to follow our hearts. That's how we create heaven on earth. That's how we open up to creating a life that is fulfilling, that is that brings us joy and happiness, that lets us create for others, that feel good, to them, that are fulfilling for us, that bring financial abundance, that bring all of it, bring all of the things up that need to be like, seen and released by us. All of it. It contains all of it. So it's really time to come back to basics, come back to yourself. And that's what I've been getting. The message that I keep getting for going forward into 2021 is these next 2 to 3 months are very, very crucial to align with our spirit, because whatever's coming next after that might be a next phase, might be another, intensifying of the energies, and, more stuff coming out. So it's really important that we get in alignment with our spirit, and we really get grounded in who the heck we really are, not in the projections that we think we are, or the self-image that we took on, that people, told us we were. It's time to drop all of the masks, pun intended, pun not intended, but totally appreciated. It's time to take off our masks, which is funny because we're actually going in, from what I'm seeing going forward, and this may change and shift, but what I'm already seeing going forward is there might actually be a literal representation of the human race taking off their masks, a literal representation of them taking off the metaphorical masks when this is all said and done. For fucking serious. And I think it's gonna be it's beautiful. It's whoa, we're gonna really learn who we are through all of this, and then we're gonna be taking off the mask, seeing ourselves for the first time, seeing each other for the first time, in many different levels. But with regards to the fact that we're all different and unique, and honoring and respect, in honoring one another's uniqueness, there's going to be a lot of beauty going forward. It's just, sometimes you have to really experience what the fuck you don't want to know, hey, I don't want to create that stuff anymore. And then you go into the whole thing of okay, how do I fix this? Or not fix it, right? How do I shift this? Okay? So, Spirit, what is there any other insights for this 1111 portal? Maybe what are we releasing? What is coming in? Are there any, what do the galactic races have to tell us? Any other messages for this 1111 portal? Maybe not. I'm feeling like there's one coming, but I might have to cut the deck. So yeah, just going forward, it's going to be a lot of, it's really time to figure out who the heck we are. If you don't already know, you're not really clear, or there's some things that are still there are still some things, there's a lot of energy moving. If there are still some things that you're unclear about where you stand, or some boundaries that you feel are still unclear, it's time to get very, very clear. Very, very clear. Because the energy is going to be fucking crazy. Like, even it's already intense. But 2021 is going to bring a whole new wave of, it's going to be super high vibe energy. I'm sensing right now in this moment. It's going to be super high vibe. So it's going to bring out a lot more darkness. And so that's going to be very present in our reality. And if we're not like energetic hygiene, we're not keeping up on our spiritual practices, or not really taking the time to get familiar with all parts of us, we could be doing ourselves a great disservice. We could be a bit of a bit of a disadvantage. You know, take it or leave it. You know, there's no judgment. Whatever it's your free will. So whatever you choose to do or don't do, that's perfect and that's divine. Fucking celebrate it. Fucking own it. You know, this is just what's coming through this vessel, and this is what I felt. You know, and last year I never posted it, and I should have posted it, but like last year I was feeling like, this year is the year for fucking get really clear in your discernment. And and it looked, you know, with all of the misinformation, I mean, there was already misinformation, mistruths, lies, all kinds of shit. But then it became like there was this even like just greater capacity for more misinformation, more like, you know, telling you're lying, like all of it, just back and forth and back and forth. And so this year was like, yeah, you really had to have like some discernment at your disposal to be able to like navigate this year. And so it's very, very important. So I'm just saying, like, I got that for last year, for this year, last year, and it was, you know, and I didn't share it. So like, I'm sharing these things going forward because there's something that seems to come right before the collective starts experiencing it. I start experiencing it, and then the collective starts experiencing it. So take it or leave it, right? The card that I got, let's see if we can finish this before 30 minutes. So the card that I got from the Cosmic Consciousness Ascension deck by Jamie Price, and it looks like this. This is the back of the card. It has light language on it. I love these fucking cards. Divine Union. This is Pleiades, and this is expanding. So going forward in this 2020 or in this 1111 portal, you know, what do you want to purge? What do you want to expand? And so this is divine union. So this is telling me that more and more of us are coming into divine union with ourselves. Now there's a whole thing of twin flames and them coming into, you know, collectives of the twin flame, or twin flame collectives coming in and coming into union, which is there's going to be physical union, a lot of new relationships starting as well to anchor a brand new type of love onto the planet, like truly unconditional love. And but this also speaks to coming into divine union with ourselves. That means, since we all have divine masculine and feminine aspects within ourselves, this isn't about gender, this is about energy. So we all have masculine, feminine energies. And this is about bringing those two energies into marriage, into union within the self, because the masculine aspect of you creates the structure so that the feminine aspect can create and do her dance and dance around and do her thing and flow. Right? So the masculine aspect is there for support, encouragement, forward movement. The masculine takes action on what the feminine wants to create. It's a beautiful marriage. So this is coming into marriage within ourself. So marrying the feminine and the masculine aspects. So you can set some intentions to bring those aspects further into union and really allowing yourself to come into deeper wholeness within yourself and being a more fully functioning whole human being, because a lot of us are way fragmented, you know, emotionally unstable. There's a lot of different programs that any human can be running at one time. So this is saying inner union, outer union, new relationships, calling in new relationships. Also, and it goes perfectly with this card, Mintakins, longing for home, belonging. You know, we have to create that safety and that, you know, the safety and the security for that inner union to happen first before we can have an outer representation. If you are someone of a, you know, if you are moving towards a twin flame reunion or union, or just union within yourself. So we have to have that safety, secure, so that we can then have an outward expression of it, a reflection of it, whether that's soul family, whether that's soul friends, same thing, soul family, soul friends, whether that's a new relationship, bringing new clients in, new career, new whatever it is that makes you feel safe and secure, whatever makes you feel let you belong to the greater whole, and that you're a part of it. So this is bringing in deeper wholeness, deeper belonging, deeper connection within the self. And so yeah, hold one moment. Yeah, deeper wholeness within the self. I was just checking to see if there's anything else before I start this transmission, but I don't think there is. No, it's silent. Okay, so I'm going to do the energetic transmission for this 1111 portal. Go ahead and intend to receive, and the more open that you can be, and the more open or the more intention that you have to just be open to receiving, I found that on the receiving end, that creates more space for you to receive. So yeah, however you want to do it. Okay, so okay, because I transmit through my hands. This is for the highest intention, setting the highest intention for you. May this serve you in the highest and best way going forward on your path. May this serve in the highest and best way. Some insights that came through at the very last little bit there was that this transmission will assist you with whatever it is that you need, right? More specifically, it's going to assist with calling in, belonging, and rooting down, grounding down into your body, and bringing up maybe if any beliefs or any programs need to come up, programs are going to come up. And as well as this is also serving as an amplification to whatever intentions that you set for this 1111 portal. So you can use this, you can utilize this as an amplification to your intentions so that they go farther, and whatever your aligned intentions are, they go further, as long as it's for the highest. Always setting and always allowing yourself to set the highest intention for yourself and the all that is, so that it's benefiting everybody, including you, right? So it's going to serve as an amplification to your intentions, as well as assist and support with all of the things that that was talked about in the video. So may this serve in the highest and best way. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like, your own personal channeled transmissions, or a healing session, or your own personal reading, I have all of my information in the links down below. Let me know. You can DM me on social media or go to my website. I actually still personally handle everything on the website, so it's not anything that you can buy on the website. I still handle everything very personally, because I don't just work with anybody. And I don't have all of that set up yet, so it's right now it's very, very personal until there's a refinement in the energy going forward. So if you would like to work with me, please reach out. I am I'd be excited and humbled to have the opportunity to work with you, because this work to me is so precious, and it's so delicate that you don't want just anybody in your freaking energy field, because people can do some shit rummaging around in your energy field. So if you would like to work one-on-one with me, go ahead and reach out. And sending you so many blessings. I hope you have a beautiful morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. A beautiful now moment. And I will see you in the next now moment. Blessings. I love you.